tWoTcast episode 322.
No, he does not. No. Okay. All right, everyone, shut the f up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit and R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
Welcome. That cut off abruptly. You are doing tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time Reread podcast. That Twitter alert blocked me from the script, but it's back.
Classic.
This is now we're covering whatever we want that's loosely related to the Wheel of Time, but this is not remotely loosely related to the Wheel of Time. We're covering Jordancon tonight.
Not Dragon.
With the creators of Jordancon and all conventions.
Yeah, they create. Yeah. If you go far enough back, I mean, they started every convention.
Once they started Jordancon, people were like, that's a good idea.
They're like, wait a second, we should call this something. And they're like, it's called
other things.
And they're like, oh, let's follow on what they did.
So that's why we have Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That's why we have the Star Wars celebration. That's where it all sprouted from. Their genius minds. With me as always is Jono.
Jono!
That's a good start.
And Joe.
Hi. Hey, Tom.
Tom, study your math. It feels weird to introduce ourselves and not do at least a brief introduction of our character.
I know. Well, also it is, I mean, anyone watching the show for the last 10 weeks, we were playing a Wheel of Time RPG game.
We need a graphic from Taffy, and then just be like, slightly explain ourselves.
Yeah, where's this automatic song that just explains everything we're doing so we don't have to?
It's
very convenient.
You're watching.
Yeah, but everyone that's has been watching for the last 10 weeks, we're not doing a tWoTcast anymore. We're sad about it.
And there goes all our viewers. Ends up all our viewers were just fans of Leafcast. Fuck.
That was the end of season 1.
I know. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Betting pool's open about how many sex jokes Jono will make tonight. Matt's dagger. It kind of infinity is the best answer. We'll put a poll up.
Ooh, I'll put a poll up right now.
I honestly think we'd all be up for taking
So Tom, you always have the same hotel room.
I've been in the same hotel since January. I've been back and forth to Minneapolis in the same hotel for the last 2.5 months.
That's
different rooms.
That sucks.
Yeah, different rooms, but the same sad place.
Yeah, this is my third room. I'm surprised.
Oh, guys, we're on the air.
Oh, you better turn
now that you can read it once it's lit.
Start over?
Yeah, start over.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we need to figure out a way to make it look a little better.
So are you guys ready for Jordancon?
I'm fucking excited.
Off of work.
Oh, I'm ready to be there, but I'm not ready to do anything, including our live show. But I guess we can, we should bring in our guests. We have time bringing our guests.
Right, let's bring in Jennifer and Jimmy Liang, founders of Jordancon. There's one.
I asked you guys, Jennifer and Jimmy. Hi. I asked you guys this via text, but I was like, is founders a thing? Are you founders?
Yeah, we found it. It was in our backyard, and we found it.
Yeah, and then you found it.
Yeah.
Is that what the founder is?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, it wandered into the backyard.
Yeah.
And it looked really sick. And so I scooped it up in a blanket and I cuddled with it. And I asked Jimmy if I could keep it. And he said yes.
I said no.
Oh.
Dead deer.
Okay, but you
That
said
makes a lot
yes
more sense.
eventually. That's the
yes.
important part.
Hey, Joe.
So
Just
if I find a dollar on the street, I foundered a dollar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
found the
founded
dollar.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Found it. You don't need the R. The R is for like a ship that found.
But then
it.
he is
Not-
then a founder of a dollar.
Yeah, I'm a founders of the,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
founders
You're
of
the
dollar.
founder of the dollar. 'cause
And then
you
every
founded
dollar
it.
that comes after that, you're a founder.
Yeah.
Apparently Jimmy said no to them being founders. Did you?
Yeah. Okay. So funny.
Contradictions now.
Do you want to hear the story? Because this is a great
Yeah, let's
story.
get some backstory on JordanCon before we dig into.
Your fraudulent.
Look at this. Wait. So Mr. Stovey said, I'm heading to JordanCon for the first time this year. A lot of people are. And we'll be
Yes,
talking a
we
lot
know.
about that
Oh,
and
we
what
know.
that will be like. So, now, Jennifer, go on with your story.
Okay, so I'd had the idea for something that would become JordanCon for a while, like a Wheel of Time kind of convention. Some people know that I ran the Wheel of Time track at DragonCon for a while, and now I'm the High Fantasy track director there. So I had like minor inkling of what I was getting myself into. Clearly, I didn't actually know, but I thought I did. And so I was like, hey, baby, let's start like a Wheel of Time convention. Like, it'll be super fun.
And then I was like, Jen, we're not married. Why are you calling me a baby?
It's weird. That
And Jimmy's like, no, it was like, this will be hard and it'll be expensive. And like, we don't want to do this. And I'm like, no, I really want to do it. And so he eventually caved in. And the reason why he caved in, and he loves it when I tell people this, because he's admitted this publicly. The reason why he finally caved in is because he thought it would fail after the first year. And then we would never have to do it again. So basically, he was just going to let me get it out of my system. So I would and now we're stuck with this for the rest of our lives.
That's
He
a
had no
beautiful
idea.
story.
He would have come the first year.
I mean, couldn't you in theory, couldn't you just like retire from the convention and just attend?
I mean, yeah, but why? Why would I do that?
Oh, I'm not saying you should, and I don't want you to. I'm just saying if Jimmy wanted, say for instance, if Jimmy wanted out.
Yeah. So like, we like, okay, I joke around about how like this is my life for forever. But yeah, like someday I'm not going to want to do this anymore. I don't know when that's going to be, but at some point, yeah, somebody else will be in charge of JordanCon. And we do have thoughts about how that'll happen.
Once this blows up and the TV show gets a little more popular and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, can't you sell it to Wizard World for like $1 billion?
Yeah.
No, actually, JordanCon is a registered nonprofit. It is not owned by anyone. It is managed by a board of directors that I answer to. So yeah,
they answer to you.
Yeah, wait a minute.
They know who's now. It's fine.
They know who the boss is.
How are people elected to this board and why aren't we on it?
Why would you want to be on that?
Responsible adults, and so
we're out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, maybe Tom.
There's meetings. There's paperwork. There's fiscal responsibility. You don't want in on this. This is not the fun part of JordanCon.
I actually don't.
I didn't want to be on it, so I got out.
Yeah, Jimmy was originally on the board. When
Jimmy's already backpedaling his way. He's been slowly leaving the con for 14 years.
He's trying. He's trying so hard.
He's just really, really slow.
Yeah.
Edging carefully towards the door.
Yeah.
This would be a great place to announce your retirement.
tWoTcast, the exclusive scoop here. Exclusive.
Do we have a breaking news button?
Exclusive.
Yeah, the exclusive, the breaking news is I always blame Matt Hatch.
Yes.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, no. Okay, so when we were at DragonCon 2005, and that was the one where Robert Jordan was the guest of honor that year. And so Matt, this was the first time I ever actually met Matt in person, and like, yeah, this is cool. So Matt's like, yeah, this is great and all, like having like this track, this room here where we can all hang out, but like, when are you going to make a convention that's just for us, Jennifer? Like just for us. And I think he thinks he was kidding. He knows better.
No, because the same thing happened for when we started doing the Wheel of Time at DragonCon.
Yeah.
In 2000, Jennifer and I went with her brother Kurt, and I'm like, there's Tolkien, there's Pern. Why don't they have a Wheel of Time?
Yeah.
Once, kind of jokingly, and then next thing I know, Jen's emailing the chair saying, "Hey, we need a Wheel of Time track." And he's like, "Okay, you get to do it." And then she tells me about it. I'm going, "What?
God,
why did you do this?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be great. And then
So
Jimmy
Jennifer,
was
here's a question: How many times have you read the Wheel of Time to make you such a I don't know the right term because fan mistress because you're literally creating fan is it that deep of a connection still, or are you just fucking tired of it and just kind of
I mean, I think there were some years I was like, oh, what is this? And I don't care about it as much. But no, I probably have read it. God, I don't even know how many times I've read it. It's hard for me to do a reread of the earlier books because I know them so well. It's like reading I've memorized.
it's like masturbation?
Yeah. And then the later books, I did beta reading on. So I did a pretty close read of those and I haven't gone back to reread them. But so, yeah, I don't know.
That's a way cooler story than,
So you don't like the books?
No, I've always hated the Wheel of Time the most. So,
yeah, that makes sense. I guess before we get too much further, spoiler warning for possibly what?
Everything.
Jordancon.
All right.
I mean, we're talking about. I guess
Spoilers for Jordancon.
I guess I can throw this up for the TV show and the books. I mean, normal tWoTcast episode where we might say whatever.
I don't know if we're going to touch on a lot of the books, but just beware it might happen by accident.
Yeah. And that's pretty much a spoiler warning for me. I may touch on things by accident, and that's really Jimmy's fault. He just kind of gets me revved up.
So Hybrid Havoc. So the only ones you get to reread now are the slog.
Okay, so this is how I know I have a problem with the Wheel of Time because
you don't find it a slog. So I love it. I love all of it.
So honestly, I do. There are some things that people don't like, but I find Jordan's prose to be so compelling that I can literally pick up a Wheel of Time book on any random page and just start reading and get sucked in. So there's no slog for me. I understand why people think it's a slog. It's objectively there is a slog, but subjectively I'm just going to roll around it and love it. So that kind of fits with the way I think of it too. I think
I've seen her do it.
Yeah. You see me lay my Wheel of Time books down on the bed and roll around.
The guy that plays Zelda and runs from place to place, even though I can teleport, I just want to go through the grass for no reason.
Yeah.
But you can just do a little thing and you're there in 5 seconds. And then I'm like, but then I would miss that flower.
Fast traveling for bitches. Jennifer, tell us about Jimmy. Tell us about his weird fetishes.
So Jimmy, what's the slog for you, baby? What do you think about the slog?
Sex.
Next topic.
Next topic.
Our next topic is let's talk about the size of Jordancon.
Jimmy has only read the first half of the series.
Yeah, I was gonna say last I heard he was on
that's the joke.
Yeah.
The slog is the Elaine chapters. I agree. Why
that actually is true. So what's the size of the first Jordancon compared to what's coming up in a few weeks?
And Jordancon is when?
Yes, break down the numbers for all the years.
Well, I don't want exact numbers and ticket numbers, but
all right.
All right. So Jordancon.
I want to talk about the growth.
Jordancon 1 in 2009 was probably about 200 or so people.
So the only thing that's really important there is that me and Tom were there.
I was there too, dickhead.
No, you were there for 5 minutes.
I was there for only.
I don't remember him, so he doesn't count.
Only thing that was Robert Jordan, or the tape recording of that.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. We've talked about.
He knows about the tape recording. He was there.
Yeah.
I had to leave the room.
You're right, because we've never told him about anything we've done before.
All right.
Jono was there. Fine.
Okay. Anyway, how many people are the first Jordancon?
She said 200-ish.
Probably about 200-ish. Yeah,
I have
to look at notes somewhere to actually know the number. But
185 is the official count.
185?
185? Yeah.
Really?
Jimmy had those numbers ready.
That's Jimmy's job.
Jimmy is the guy.
And then, so what's this year?
So this year we've capped our membership at 1,200 people because that is the capacity of the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's the number they said they could handle. So that's
We'll see about that.
How close are you guys getting to having to rent a convention center?
That's an excellent question. We don't actually know yet. Yeah.
We have a contract with the same Crown Plaza Hotel next year, but then 2024 is who knows?
Could be anywhere right now.
Start making them come to you.
That's what I do with Jimmy.
Give me your proposals on how you'll
have it in my living room. You mean? Like I don't know if I have enough chairs for everybody.
I mean, you could maybe do it a little classier than that.
Yeah.
You
should actually put out a request for proposal to see.
Yeah, get your RFP. What's your procurement department?
Meeting. Yeah. That would help.
Jimmy has been doing that. We do have some proposals from places that we're looking at, but there's no point getting people excited about something that's not going to happen.
Oh yeah.
For a couple of years, and also like we don't have set in stone yet. So
yeah, is that why you guys are buying a new house, possibly, just to have more people?
Yeah.
Yes. We've been looking for like something with a big amphitheater in the backyard so we can host tWoTcast.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you considered doing Jordancon at Whitewater or Six Flags? Be a lot of fun.
That'd be a great year to do the Seafolk thing.
Yeah. That's one
I
of
love
a
this.
lot of convention panels in the wave pool. I think would be a blast. So was putting together this year more challenging than previous years with the TV show coming out? Like, did you guys just
come back to that, Dan.
Obliterated and swamped, or
so we've been getting more and more attention for JordanCon. Every year we have a little bit more people. TV show has kind of made things a lot bigger.
Not for me.
You know,
it's gotten up towards 1,000 before, like when Sanderson's there, right? Though.
Yeah.
It's not like so. This isn't like crazy amount more than
well,
normal.
the highest membership we've had was 890. And then COVID hit, and then so we had to basically reset.
Yeah, COVID numbers are weird.
Yeah, that's another thing. This is the first one since
last year.
Like really since COVID. I mean, like last year was in person, but it was like in July. It was random and weird.
Yeah. Last year was July was JordanCon light.
Yeah. It wasn't
like a half-speed JordanCon. This is, and I always use finger quotes, a normal JordanCon.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Is it going to be normal? Like, or what are the differences going into this?
Well, we have the dance party back.
Yeah,
that's good.
Karaoke.
Okay.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah. So we're doing all the unsafe things that we couldn't do back in July.
Okay.
No condoms.
We are asking for people to be either vaccinated or show us proof of a negative test.
Is that ahead of time or on their way in the door? Like picking up their bracelet?
Yeah, when you pick up your badge, you have to show us either your vaccination card or your test.
All right.
And there's details about exactly what we consider to be a valid COVID test on the website. So don't ask me those things now because I'm not going to remember.
Now, what would make a valid COVID test?
Yes, that I would actually really like to know that as well.
Go to jordancon.org. Find out today.
Just go read the facts. I know I'm going to say it wrong, and then someone's going to be like, "Well, Jennifer said," and then I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Quick note: if Jennifer said it on tWoTcast, it really doesn't count because this is hardly a usable medium for any sort of real things. So
this is not
here. Yeah.
If you've used a syringe for anything in the last year and a half, more than 2 times, you can get it.
Vaccinated. Yeah.
Oh man! All right. So Brother Dan says, "When is the tWoTcast live show at the con?" I just found this out today. We're on Friday at 8:30 though.
Yes, maybe we should talk about the schedule. It was released today.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
You smiled at me. You said it
was one of you guys probably already read the email before I did, and then I thought it came.
That works.
That's probably with 3 people sharing an email account.
It's really awesome.
A little earlier so we can hit the bar after, at a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's important.
I'm checking out our shared other things because was it originally going to be Friday night? I thought it was Saturday nights. What we
No, it was Friday at 10 p.m., but now it's 8:30. I think that's only difference.
Yeah, you're right. The imminent Jin Hao has always been wonderful for us, as you know, Jennifer. And so she's got us a better time. A better slut, as she calls me.
Yes.
A better slut.
That's exactly what I say to you.
You said slut wrong, Jono.
I apologize.
If someone has more specific questions, where can we direct those questions?
There's got to be a website with an FAQ.
I'm pretty sure if you go to jordancon.org.
We do have a website with a FAQ on it. And if that doesn't answer your questions, then there's an email address you can email us, and someone will answer you.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to jump to the schedule, but I know we want to touch on this real quick, and somebody just made a comment that's specific to it. So let's talk about how people can volunteer, since someone just signed up during the show to volunteer. What a hero.
Yeah, go to jordancon.org and follow the links for the volunteers, and but that's important, right?
Morning.
We need
to call it JonoCon for a second.
I called it JonoCon.
Don't.
JonoCon.org, by the way, is a different website.
Do not go to that.
I'm checking that out right now.
That is not allowed.
No, I said Jordan. I just slurred.
So you guys need volunteers?
We need so many volunteers. So everybody at JordanCon, including me and Jimmy, we are volunteers. Nobody gets paid for any of this. No, there's not a secret like JordanCon Millions that is hidden in the couch cushions somewhere. Like, we're all volunteers. We spend the JordanCon money as fast as you give it to us, because everything goes back into the convention every year. And so we just need so many volunteers.
I get it.
So yeah, if you go to our website, there is the link to go sign up for volunteer shifts. There's plenty of spots available, lots of flexibility, lots of different kinds of things we need done. Some of them are really easy things like, hey, I'm going to be checking wristbands to make sure everybody's got their wristband on for this activity. Or it's going to be things like checking out the art show or helping with charity auction. We just have so many things that need to be done. The years that JordanCon has operated the best, we've had about 20% of our membership volunteering. And so for a 1,200 person convention, that's about 240 volunteers needed.
Starting your mouth, Tom.
So please help.
Is it an all-day thing? Is it blocks of time? Is it for specific events?
So you sign up for a volunteer shift, and the shifts are about 90 minutes. So it's basically the time that it takes to do one panel. So if you volunteer for one shift, you've missed one panel. And so hopefully you don't want to see every single panel. If you do, that's awesome, because we have good programming. But if you want to do something different, you can help out at with something else behind the scenes.
Perfect. Maybe you'll need us.
You might.
What a delight that would be.
If things go super wrong, you might do tWoTcast.
If you're volunteering at the hours of 3 to 5 a.m., you might likely meet us.
Sort of VIP rope and meet the stars of the show.
Yeah.
If anybody else volunteers to do something like during this show, definitely put in the chat.
No pizza orgies, Dan.
That is a no. That is a big no.
There is one of those happening in his room. He's asking for volunteers for his
okay. So that we cannot have any kind of JordanCon sponsored volunteer pizza orgy.
Yeah.
Because our insurance does not cover it.
Jennifer, well, I guess is it an orgy of pizzas that are just there's different flavors that are just tasting each other? Or are there people having sex with pizza? What's a pizza orgy, I guess?
Now, Jono, are you familiar with the phrase plausible deniability?
My wife is.
Yeah. So I need to have plausible deniability about whatever you people are doing.
Jimmy by the way, we need to stop everything we're talking about. Jimmy finds Jono's insanely stupid jokes far too humorous. You can never have a serious conversation with him because he's always laughing at Jono.
No,
Jimmy, how do you not have a Jono filter by now? Just let it go through and just keep talking. What do you say? Okay, every time. Every single time.
Well, I appreciate it. It helps my very, very low morale at least pick up somewhere. And that's much appreciated, Jimmy. Well, again, so what day? I don't know. Have we actually said when JordanCon is?
It's
Not
the
important.
Well, it's too late
22nd
to
the
get
24th.
tickets.
Again, but it's still.
All right, fine.
I mean, just in case you bought a ticket and forgot to put it on your calendar.
Oh, there you go.
It's April 22nd. Jimmy, am I right?
You saying that with a question mark at the end is probably the best thing ever.
It starts April 22nd, ends April 24th.
It's April.
But a lot of us are going to be there on the 21st to set up and hang out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
start the drinking
If you want to get your volunteer hours in early, you can do it on the Thursday and help us with the setup.
I love so much I've been to this con every time. I love how much it's kind of like weirdly changed in a very good way. Really, it's like the slow steps has made itself just kind of like it's a 1 or 2 night thing, and now it's a real thing, and it's gotten like bigger and bigger and bigger. And honestly, the step down during COVID was well managed. Like the first year, obviously, no one could have guessed what the fuck would happen at when we all went down in lockdown in March, and then a month later was JordanCon. But the one we had last year was like really fun in its own way. Like you could actually everyone had a vaccine by that point who wanted to. It was very well done, and I just really I'm excited. I can't wait. I know that Jimmy can't wait either. I know that because I've been sending some weird dick pics. By the way, don't check his phone. I don't know.
I already did.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's actually what it looks like. It's you've seen it. It's kind of I don't know if you call them testicles really, but and then my penis. So yeah, that's about right. And I'm very excited. What's that?
You need to see a doctor. This needs to be preserved for science.
I'm trying my best. My wife's vagina is vinegar, feels like, so it's well preserved. Yeah.
What else have you found last year?
I just love this fucking weekend. It's one of the most fun weekends. And what's amazing though is like at this point 1,200, which is double what it usually is. JordanCon is right here with 90,000 DragonCon, whatever the fuck the number is for that. Like those are 2 weekends that are equal in my mind. That are just so much fun. Of like, let's go out, hang out with some nerds, do some dumb shit, probably drink too much. Not me, but the other people. And it's just fucking fantastic. Like it's amazing. And also, we found out from some bad searches that I've spent more time in a hotel room with Joe and his wife than I think almost anyone except my direct family, as far as where I've ever slept with. It's like it's a lot of nights.
Yeah, when we randomly were just like, how many nights have we spent in the same hotel room together? And it's added up just the 2 cons over several years. We're just like, oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, it's a couple months.
What's the funnest thing to do as a volunteer, Mr. Stovey asks?
I mean, I guess it depends on what your definition of fun is.
That is true.
Dream job?
Yeah.
It's meeting a lot of the people at JordanCon, the veterans, the new people, and basically going, especially if you're a first time attendee, just getting to know people. So, people. Yeah,
you kind of have an instant friend base when you volunteer for at least a little bit.
Yeah. Expect to get like 200-300 friend requests after JordanCon on your Facebook page.
I would say find a track maybe that you're interested in.
Yeah, like if you like meeting new people, volunteer for registration, because then you get to say hello to everybody as they walk in the door and you hand them their badge. If you like kind of a quiet, like low sensory environment, the way the con suite is set up this year, there's going to be like a lot of prepping of food behind the scenes. And so that might be something where if you like, look, I just want to like be in a room and complete a task, that might be the job for you. Art show and charity auction for people who like customer service. Whatever floats your boat. Like go look at the shifts. There's a pretty good description of what it all entails.
I I want you to know, and you've never met me before, Jennifer, but
No,
when you
I've
say-
never met you before.
Yeah, we've never. Yeah.
You
go
don't
to
know
a room and complete a task, by the way, is actually it just sounds Joe's already laughing. It sounds like something that happens like when you first get hired at a sexual hotel, like go to a room and complete this task. Go over here. Yeah, so that's all I've got. Is it's all very
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, she's choosing one now.
oh,
Well, tell us what you do, Mistress Dovey.
yeah,
We're
please
interested.
do.
I'm interested.
Honestly,
Charity
many-
auction and art volunteers looks cool too. Yeah, I
Those
agree.
are-
Yeah, those are
those are fucking
Yeah.
cool things. Those are
Like
some,
honestly, I don't think there is a bad job at JordanCon. I hear that being the hotel liaison, like Jimmy is, can kind of get a little weird sometimes.
define weird.
In what respect? Like say someone pretends. Never mind. Let's not mention that incident.
Let's say someone like makes a bunch of stickers with their face and sticks them
Yeah.
all over the hotel elevator
Yeah.
in the middle of the night. And then
Yeah.
Jimmy has to go and find that person and tell them to stop doing that because
Yeah.
the hotel is angry.
Who
You
might
know,
do
things like
that?
that.
though?
That's what Jimmy gets to do.
Was it 1 or 3 people?
It was Tom.
Well, he's not here to defend himself, so I believe you.
Yeah. Maybe I'm off my hinges.
He's not saying no, so you know.
Here's a fantastic question from our lovely and talented intergalactic lounge singer, Taffy Bennington. Did Jennifer
Oh, hey.
get her tiara yet?
So yeah, I actually forgot to go pick up a tiara before I started filming. Like they're on the shelf over there.
get one.
5 or 6 all lined up, ready to go.
Well, we'll wait.
You want me? Okay.
I'm kidding. Well, you can if you
No,
want.
I'm going to go get the tiara.
By all means, stay where you are and don't worry about it.
I'm tangled up.
Also, Taffy made you something, and I totally forgot to play it when we
I have a
introed you guys.
present.
That's it.
God, I fucking love. Yeah,
I love Kathy.
She's the best.
Jennifer, can I ask you a question?
No, I'm going to get a tiara.
She's going to get a tiara, Jono. Why are you bothering her? Talk to Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey,
What you,
Jimmy, hey, Jimmy, what's up?
Hey.
Now that they're gone.
what are you wearing? Looks like a
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm wearing my
what's-
typical work from home outfit, you know, t-shirt.
But what's down below, Jimmy? Nothing.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't know. Is it 10 o'clock yet? It's,
No,
you
don't
know,
stand up.
No.
God damn it.
What do you got?
It's not 10 o'clock yet. I can't
Oh,
show them
Tom's
safe
back.
for work yet.
Oh, Tom's back. No one cares.
I guess we can take the spoiler thing off. That's really pointless.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, Jimmy, as always, fucking love you guys.
Oh, I love you too.
This is a weird. It's that weird lull in the conversation where we're just waiting for Jennifer to come back with a tiara on.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Tom, what do
showing
you
it
have
to
to
us?
say?
Oh, here she's back.
Great time
Oh,
around me.
see, now she's going to model some of them for you because she's got a lot.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Jimmy, because he works from home, has like this really nice office setup with like a cool background and like a comfy chair. I'm on the couch with a TV tray.
Yeah, that sounds fair. That's
Yeah. So okay, so like I have like this blue sparkly one.
Pegging workshop. What?
That's
Pegging.
Yeah.
Stop.
So are you talking about hanging the pegboards for the art show? So that's part of setup on Thursday night.
That's correct. Yes, that's what he was talking about.
Real quick, you guys know the other definition of
No.
pegging, right?
What? No.
There's only
another
one definition, Jono.
Yeah, there's
In
only
my
one.
mind, I agree. By the way, I found that there was a
Oh.
hashtag Pegween at one point, and I thought that was something way different. And I kind of want to start using that from now on. Apparently, that's just a parent and a gween as a combo idea. But I thought it was all about
Oh wow,
a hand with a strap on. That's what I really thought.
Yeah, that's different.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one, Jennifer. I like
I
it.
know. Yeah, I like this one. Jimmy actually buys my tiaras for me every year. He surprises me with a new one every year.
Driving right past the Pegween. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
First of all, you're never supposed to admit that you think the way Jono thinks, even if it's true.
Always a mistake. So I saw
That's
on
legal advice, by the way.
Will Jimmy wear a tiara too?
Yeah,
That's
I mean, if he wants to
important.
come in here, he can get one right now.
mean, that was a very
I'm
fast. That was a very fast no from Jimmy. So there's a panel on Friday just called braid tugging with no description.
Okay.
Do you know what that's all about?
I'm looking at it.
I know. Where's the spoiler tag?
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, that's the hairstyling panel. Okay.
How's that?
So what do they do there?
They're gonna braid hair.
What type
And
of
then
hair?
pubes,
The
of course,
regular kind.
and then tug on them.
And then
The normal kind, Jono. The normal kind.
Yeah, Jono agreed to be a model, so we
It
can.
could be,
do his hair.
we got some underarm hair. We got options.
Yeah, I mean, there's different things. There's different things.
I've seen speed friending kind of things set up too.
That is great for first timers. That
Oh,
way you
yeah.
can meet other first timers, veterans who've been to all the Jordan Cons, staff, volunteers, and everything else. Good way to find out who's going to dinner later. Then you could join them.
Mhm.
Doesn't everybody know the best way to meet everybody is to go out front and just get really drunk in the middle of the afternoon in front of the hotel? And
That's true. That is
That's
a really good way.
to meet Jono.
That's a good way to meet a lot of people, but specifically tWoTcast.
Yeah. You know who's gonna be at the Speed Frienders this year? Actually, I found out.
Can I wear a wig and get it braided? Of course. Why not?
Sure. What?
Yeah,
Why would I say no to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
who's going to stop you? Why would
They start braiding and it falls off. He's like,
Like, oh my god.
Gravity. Gravity will stop you.
we'll put it right back on. Don't worry about it.
Just get like some glue it down, Gorilla Glue.
Jono, what were you going to say?
I had a shitty joke about who was gonna be in Speed character.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we can skip past that.
Always
one.
good when you have a
Yeah.
shitty joke that you don't want to tell.
I did have a question for Jennifer and Jimmy. Are you guys concerned that putting our panel on Friday will make everybody leave on Saturday once
Morning, yeah.
on peaks on Friday?
You know, I mean,
Once they sober up and realize what they witnessed, they might be like, what am I doing here?
that's probably a best case scenario because that'll really thin out the lobby.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and like it'll make the lines for the elevator shorter. So we've thought about this.
That's the goal.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. Yeah, I'm now concerned about what
Now
floor.
I know. Now I know why we're on Friday.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So we can hang out at the bar more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which bar?
Jimmy's been trying to hang out at the bar for like 9 years of JordanCon, and he never quite makes it.
I did this past July.
That's true.
The one,
Unfortunately, JordanCon was in June, but that's not his
Jordan
fault.
Con,
Yeah.
the one where you there was barely any people there and you could finally make it. Every time Jimmy passes me at Jordan Con, and it's been a while, but he always just looks tired and he's like, "Oh hey," and then like he's got
Yeah, that sounds about
50,000 things to do.
That's true. Yeah.
He does that at home. The time we were going to their house, like to record stuff, he was still like, "Oh hey,"
And then he ran off.
Right past
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of cyberpunk on the schedule. Is that going to be weird? The cosplay,
Probably.
real time
I don't
mixing
know.
with. Did somebody infiltrate the board of directors? That's a huge fan of cyberpunk.
Probably. I have no idea. Who's looking at the science fiction track?
I love the probably. Probably.
We should not be asking specific questions about the schedule.
No. 'Cause I've looked at the schedule to make sure that it's not like insane, like nothing weird has gotten through. But I do not remember specifics of it. There are too many panels for me to keep track of that much in my head.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Question from
something's
Taffy.
on the-
Our pet tigers are allowed. May Lauren and I please bring our pet tigers? How
I
do you
mean,
guys feel about that?
do they have all their shots?
Do the tigers
Lauren-
have shots, Taffy?
Yes.
Are we waiting
Yes.
for a real time answer?
Yeah. She'll respond.
Oh, yeah, there's like a lot of cyberpunk here, huh? Look at that.
Like Jenna, she's like, wait a minute.
Jennifer's like, hold on a second. What happened to my convention?
That's kind of cool. We have a lot of cyberpunk this year. How did
Get off
Fucking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when Jennifer sells her steak. She's out. You know what?
It's fine. It's totally fine.
There's gonna be a lot of angry phone calls when this call is over.
Yeah. Good luck. Have a good
So
night.
so once again, tWoTcast is in the we're in the art track, which
How did that happen?
calling us art, I accept,
I'll take it.
but I don't know why, and I don't know. Every year, I'm like, why are we in this track? I don't understand.
Where else are we going to put you?
I
Yeah, what track?
I don't know. A wheel of time.
No,
What
no,
else?
no.
Look,
Jimmy
see, real time answer. All the shots. Tigers
Except
have all
for
the shots.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, there's no Wheel of Time track at JordanCon. Why would we have one of those?
Yeah, no, it
Jimmy
seems
knows
weird.
that this is just an ambush. This is just an ambush, really, for us to have fake people to ask fake questions, so we can really find out.
Not
why
that
we're in
cyberpunk
that,
panel.
apparently. Which, by the way, we're the art track because we're artists, Joe. Were you not
Yeah.
a Wheel of Time artist at one point?
I mean, I was.
Our
Yeah.
voices and faces are art.
Yeah.
So I saw for the opening ceremonies, there's an overflow room, and I saw a couple other panels. There's overflow rooms, and then I saw for tWoTcast at 8:30 on Friday. There's no overflow room. How stupid are you going to feel when that room is packed to the gills and then catches on fire?
Basil Gills.
Well, I'm gonna be ecstatic when it's over packed in and overflows. So that means next year we have to give you a bigger room.
Oh,
We do this every year. This happens every other year. We're in some small room, and then we're like, "What are you doing to us?"
A lot of
And
our
then the
stats
next
have
year
to
we're in a
be
big room, and
reset
then the
after
next year we're in a
COVID, you know
small
what I
room, and
mean?
we're like, "What are you doing to us?"
A lot of
I
our stats
love-
have to be reset after COVID because
Yeah.
we're not sure how
I
things
can
are.
only assume that you have pissed off the programming team at somehow, and they're just
Okay,
Every time.
in fairness,
somehow.
Look, I'm not naming any names, but
in fairness,
what did you do to Bao?
What Bao loves us.
Leafcast is going to overflow inside of you.
Sorry, I took that down so fast. I'm so gonna overflow. Fuck.
Wow.
I do prefer a smaller room because it makes it look more crowded and seems more exciting. If it's
Yeah,
too small,
Intimate. That's what
Yeah,
Jono
same.
likes. He likes the intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we might figure out some way to live stream our panel anyway. So I mean, you know,
Oh, panel.
Overflow can just be anywhere that you have a YouTube account.
I don't know if that is. No, I think that we'll be fine with a small room, intimate. It's gonna be packed. It'll be all right. And guess what? It's better than being embarrassed by the fact that we can't feel other things like
Love.
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah, like
Just
love.
Yes.
Oh,
I think all you you content creators figured out your own way to get things done. You just took over that part of the lobby and just
I mean, well, yeah, Matt took over the lobby. A lot of people did.
What's funny is, guess what? We did not do that at all.
I know we really did.
We never did.
I mean, we could have.
We should have.
We certainly could have.
Tom didn't do it. Piece of shit.
Well, we wanted to be respectful of the wishes of JordanCon.
Were you there?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, during the day you guys probably couldn't do. You have to wait till nighttime because you guys basically are JordanCon after dark. You know.
Yeah,
This really requires the cover of darkness.
yeah. Somebody else. I mean, somewhere in the chat, it's way up there now. But somebody said something like, "It sounds like a Tarvalon After Dark panel or something like that." I'm like, we invented that.
How fucking dare you?
True, they did. I was there.
Yeah.
You
There are
were
very few
you were on
times we
stage.
have. Yeah.
We-
Anyway,
we were there. We've seen it happen.
You
were
did-
reading
you
a part.
read the fanfic of it.
should we ask you more relevant questions or just the ones
I
that
don't. Is there
we've
relevant
been
questions?
we've been triggered over for like 6 years that we've been
feel like-
slowly waiting to ask? Oh, Joe's gone. All right. How
we can do
smart-
anything we want now.
No.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump on the bed.
Yeah.
What have we missed?
Get a beer,
guys?
relax.
What have we missed that you guys wanted to?
Well, I wanted to
people
talk about the guests of honor. If you guys want to talk about them real quick.
Let's do that.
All right, we can do that. So, Jimmy, do you want to talk about Faith Hunter, or do you want me to?
You can do
Faith
the talk-
Hunter sounds like never mind.
You're just sitting there. I want to make sure you get attention too.
You like to talk about JordanCon. You go.
I
Okay.
feel like Jimmy's
So-
playing a video game right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking
He's
at the
absolutely
schedule,
playing
trying
a
to find
video game.
something interesting to talk about.
Okay.
Apparently, we have cyberpunk panels
And cyberfunk.
and
Don't forget that.
cyberfunk.
Funk.
Yeah. So,
Funk.
Faith Hunter. Faith Hunter is an amazing urban fantasy author. She's the author of the Jane Yellow Rock Chronicles, as well as a few other things that I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. She is super cool, and we are excited to have her as our author guest of honor this year. Our artist guest, we have 2 artists this year. We have Annie Steg Gerard and Justin Gerard. They are a married couple that are artists. They're actually local. They live here in Atlanta. Justin is a big Tolkien artist. Does a lot of cool Tolkien stuff.
Yeah, I looked at some of their work. It's awesome.
Yeah, and Amy is also like a really like amazing artist. So yeah, they're good. Good people.
I know Faith Hunter's
Annie.
Like Faith Hunter, I know a little bit. I know her. I think it's her husband. Is it MILF Hunter? Joe, is that right? MILF Hunter.
That's you, sweetheart.
I'm so disappointed.
Next time.
Yeah, that's right.
I honestly thought you had read some of the books or something because I was like a little interested.
Yeah, I thought you had to like. Jono does this thing every once in a while where we think he has like a valid thing to like input. We all stop and we listen, and then we're like, "Son of a bitch!
Yeah,
What
it's
Got us again!"
So what is urban fantasy? Is just fantasy set in modern day, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It used to be known more as low fantasy. But yeah, urban fantasy is a more modern term for it. So it's basically like, what if vampires were real and like wanted to date teenage girls?
What if their skin sparkled in the sunlight? What if they one day became Batman?
That's right.
We don't know.
What if they made a movie that was a palindrome?
I got interested when you said urban fantasy, and then when I asked about it, I got way less interested.
Agreed.
I was like, that's just kind of fun. And then I'm like, maybe
Goodness gracious. Well, aside from tWoTcast at Friday, I mean, I don't think there's anything for anyone to look forward to,
Is that correct, Jennifer?
I think if we throw a bad JordanCon, people will stop coming, and then Jimmy can go hang out at the bar.
Oh, and Jimmy can finally retire.
That's
Jimmy,
right.
we've been trying for a decade to.
I know. What do you think we've been doing, Jimmy? We're on your team.
We have tried so hard to screw this up for you so many times.
There was that time that Jono jumped into the swimming pool and then went to the dance party.
That's true. Yeah.
They had to take a fountain out of this hotel to keep Jono.
Yep, the fountain's gone. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they had to renovate it, Jono, just so they could get rid of the fountain in the lobby.
They were like, "Hey, did you see that guy last night? We're overdue for an entire lobby overhaul, right?
Rip all this out.
Let's rip it all out. None of this trickling water throughout the lobby. We gotta get it.
Beautiful
We gotta
little
get rid of this.
waterfall, this grotto, gone.
No more naked gingers are gonna be running around through the lobby anymore.
Yeah,
I've matured. I have matured a lot. How dare you?
Dan said, "Wait, what?" And actually, that's why I brought that up because it was a joke, Dan. Leafcast is on Saturday at 8:30, and I'm going to be on that show, and it's going to be fun.
Oh, good.
And we're going to play games just like we'll do on our show.
Are you playing Watchinary?
We're going to be playing Watchinary. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
No, you're going to be playing tWoTchinary.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah,
I am
tWoTchinary.
consistently upset.
I don't know who's going to be on Team Twat with me, but somebody good, I bet.
I'm in.
Oh, you're on Team Twat?
And I will volunteer now. Drunk.
I'm sure. I don't know. They might have guests lined up. I don't know what they have lined up.
Probably better if they do that.
Some of the stories we're referencing from old JordanCons, we do have like old episodes where we recap our experience from the weekend, and it is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we have plenty of. Hey, go! Dig back through some tWoTcast episodes and find out what it was like to be at JordanCon years and years ago.
Despite saying that we try to ruin it every year, we do have the most fun ever, and I think a lot of people have fun with us.
Yeah.
You guys actually inspired some JordanCon programming.
Well, I mean, that's just obvious.
Have I told you this story?
No, I'm actually interested in what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
So it was probably like the second or third JordanCon, and I saw you guys talking to Wilson Grooms, who was
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we love Wilson.
Yeah, and Wilson just really loved telling stories about Robert Jordan. Jim was his cousin. They grew up together. They considered each other brothers, and so he really just loved telling stories about him because that was one of his ways of keeping him alive. And so I was sitting there watching you guys chat with Wilson about this. I'm like, you know what we need to do? We need to have like some small group sessions so that Wilson can just sit and tell like a small group of people stories from the family. And like we can do it with the authors and whatever. And so like we called them coffee clatches for a few years because that's kind of a traditional fanish term, but people were confused by it because for a lot of people, JordanCon is the only fan convention they go to that actually functions like a real fan convention and not a trade show. And so we had to change it to like small group or whatever we're calling it now. But that's where that idea came from. Like I was like, okay, I need to start putting this on the schedule because Wilson.
You're telling me that the coffee clatches that people are obsessed with is based on me and Jono talking to Wilson?
Yeah. I'll be honest. So while you were saying this,
that is the greatest compliment ever.
Yeah,
people love
it. I hear how Edsel started the art show a few years ago. I don't know if Edsel knows this story.
Yeah.
Okay, so Edsel, really amazing. He's a
great man.
Time artist. He's going to be volunteering at the art show this year. Love Edsel. Love him to death. Brandon was in Atlanta to do a book signing for the Gathering Storm, and Edsel shows up at the signing with like this beautiful poster of his mat in Thailand. And he's like, hey, I made this for you. And like tries and is giving it to Brandon. And I'm like, God, this guy lives in Atlanta and he's got like this gorgeous art. Shit, we need an art show now. So that's when me and Jimmy started thinking.
Oh, so it's Edsel's fault that you guys made an art show?
Yeah, just for Edsel.
How much was that April just being like, let me do this already?
Oh yeah. No, like I kind of like said something about like, God, we're gonna have to have an art show now. And April heard me say that. She's like, give me.
Yeah, so Women says the Cafe Clutches are amazing. Love the one I attended with Harriet. I think that's what I remember from it. People kind of saying like, I get to sit with Harriet at like a table and like talk to her, and you're like, yeah, that's what this panel is. And I think that's really awesome.
I'll be honest.
It's adorable that it was birthed from Jono and me and Wilson getting drunk and talking to each other.
Yeah, you guys had like good whiskey and you guys were just hanging out somewhere. And I was like, God, this has got to be a real thing. We got to put this on the schedule.
You hear that, Jono? We're inspiring. It's almost like we're artists and we should be in the art track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wilson really, I am not a good person. Like a lot of people die. But when Wilson, like when he posted that, like I honestly tear to my fucking eye about what the fuck was going on with him, and then him being gone, like that really fucking hurt personally. Like it really did. That was just a fantastic person. I don't care about the Wheel of Time connection per se. Obviously, I care about it, but like just he was just a good person to start, and then
he was a very good person.
And then to lose such a visceral connection to the Wheel of Time and to Robert Jordan, like that was.
It felt like losing a member of the family.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah,
I was happy that last year was in person because I did have a little tiny bit of time to like talk to his wife, talk to his daughter. I don't want to necessarily.
Honestly, some of those conversations are like the basis or some like of my favorite memories ever. Even just of the Wheel of Time fandom, and like when he was like, he was just awesome to us. Like you said, he was just fantastic. Yeah, I know. Who would have guessed we drank whiskey?
Yes, Jay, we drink whiskey.
He was just awesome. So much fun. And then, we'll call it that. And
I guess that's kind of the point. I mean, Jono, your point, like those relationships, that's what makes JordanCon so awesome. Is like getting to meet people that have the same passion with, and it's a smaller, intimate convention. And even though it's 1,200 people this time, it's still like a relatively small amount.
I think 1,200 is huge.
Comic-Con or something huge, like it's
DragonCon.
Like you can kind of make your way around the whole thing and basically see everything. Yeah. You can't. I mean, not everything, obviously, but
that's not unmanageable by any sense.
No,
yeah. People are texting us, like, "Are you guys going this year? What's going on?" I'm not going if you're going. And they're still like, even though it's overwhelmingly huge, like. Yeah, still a lot of people that want to come hang out.
One time. Oh, and then I fucked him. Is that better?
That would have been the darkest thing to end in a smut twist. I would have walked off the show.
Oh, sorry. Dominic said, "Hey, Jono said a thing that didn't end in a smut twist." Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to handle that.
I've got so many jokes, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think the audience is ready for it.
I know you're ready to do it now.
Yeah, Jono, you've always been able to know your audience.
Yeah. Well, technically, I've only known half of them at least. Well, most probably. I don't know who the fuck half these people are.
Can we all just take a collective moment to tell Jimmy to settle the fuck down?
Yeah, seriously.
God damn, you're out of control, Jimmy.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
I know, it's insane.
Control yourself, Jimmy.
Jimmy, what are your vice chair duties pertaining?
Well,
Tell me more about your vice chair duties.
So his job description is to do the things that either I don't want to do or I have forgotten to do.
Oh, so a lot.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
Sometimes I ask her, "Why are you in charge?"
Because you don't want to be.
Touche.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
the
that's true.
master of ceremonies this year, or is that a secret?
Oh,
No,
the Toastmaster?
it's not. Red Morgan, who was the former Armelin seat of Turvalon.net.
Okay.
Toastmaster this year. She's fantastic. We're very excited.
What's her name?
Faith
Red?
Hunter, the Gerards, and Red were originally all the honoraries for 2020 that we didn't.
Oh, gotcha.
And how many?
Okay,
actors-
so 2022 is kind of like a holdover from 2020 that never really quite happened.
Yeah. It's kind of
Okay.
weird when that happens.
Okay.
How many actors from the show on Prime do you think are going to show up in disguise?
0 because they're in the middle of filming season 2 right now. So.
Yeah.
I thought they finished. I thought there was a thing about them finishing.
They make a flight over just
Yeah, they're not
quick
flying.
turnaround just to be like
Yeah, or wherever
incognito
the
at
hell they are.
Jordancon.
So how many actors from the TV show do you think are going to make a video dedicated to tWoTcast to air at opening ceremony?
Dedicated to tWoTcast? Oh, I mean,
Yes, to
all
us
of them, I
specific.
guess.
I mean, well,
you
yeah.
think the entire cast will? Like a montage?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Rosebuds very excited. She told me personally.
It's amazing she's got that time, but I don't blame her. I mean, it makes sense.
She wants to be just right.
Okay, all right. Then,
She wants to be Tom when Tom's not there.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I'm not there frequently. She can do it all the time.
I'm actually
I
not there
thought you
now.
were dead.
I would be kicked off this show so fast if she wanted to replace me. Like,
You know what?
I mean, nothing personal, but you're out.
I mean, you pick yourself out at that point.
No, I
Tom-
wouldn't. I would fight tooth and nail to stay.
Tom, I would give her definitely a little bit of trial period just to see, because honestly, your shitty jokes, I appreciate them.
Thank you.
Whoa. Shitty jokes?
Yeah.
Jono.
His jokes about shitting himself.
Jono.
Those aren't jokes.
Yeah, that was real.
What? I wasn't expecting to start getting it from Jennifer too.
Oh, well, you guys don't. You're Tom. You haven't been to Jordancon in a while. You haven't once. It's 10 p.m. So like we've just crossed that line.
Yeah.
Jennifer is now in the even though I'm not drinking, I'm very tipsy.
Yeah. Well, and also
She's a delirious tired right now.
I'm mean for fun, so
It's been quite a while since I've been able to make it, but I live back in Georgia now. So
oh, you moved back? Okay.
yes, last May.
Nice.
So it's gonna be hard to stop me.
We'll find a way, don't worry.
Really, just like 3 beers and a hamburger, and just be like, just lay down on the couch and go to sleep, and I'll be like, yeah, okay.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Jimmy loved that.
It's a lot
I'm
easier.
sorry, Jimmy did not love that.
How about
Better
4
Jimmy.
beers
Have a
and no
super tough
cheeseburgers? Would that work?
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, you put food inside of Tom. By the way, food is dick. Passes out. No food. He stays up for 6 hours.
And go for a while.
Okay.
6 hours. That's very
From
small.
From now. Like,
Specific.
So
but if I put-
when is the super secret third sale of secret tickets going to start? Is that right after this show, or
Yeah, it's gonna be like
We're announcing it here.
It's gonna be like sometime June, maybe July. Not really sure yet.
Oh,
but it'll
okay.
be
Holy shit!
2023.
All right. Okay.
Wait, when will tickets go on sale for 2023?
That actually we haven't decided yet.
It's actually something a lot of people might want to know.
That again next year, so we're gonna kind of be more strategic about how we release the tickets.
Will you come on with us and do breaking news and release it literally live on there? Like, buy your tickets now!
That would actually be kind of fun.
Yeah,
all right, we'll do that. We'll just we won't tell anyone. We'll just randomly have you on in the middle of a show. Tickets are on sale right now.
So we'll be with you, but we'll call Matt Hatch and tell him to announce it on his show.
Yeah,
that might get a little more.
Then the word will actually get out. Yeah.
Honestly, Rafe, like we were having a conversation the other day with Rafe Judkins, and he said, "quote I'm not real, but you should do it on tWoTcast." Yeah. So Rafe will be on our show.
I don't understand what Jono is doing. Oh,
I'm making up shit.
Can I shoot the tickets out with my cash gun?
Yeah, that's how we're going to release them this year, Lauren.
I don't know who this Lauren Michelle O'Hara person is.
Lauren's watching the show.
I hope that's just.
You guys still have that cash gun?
Oh, fuck yeah, we do.
I've bought replacements, Jimmy.
Nice.
Anytime a cash gun stuff.
If you have a gun that shoots money at strippers, you keep it, and you oil it, and you know it's ready to go.
Like if they make a new
fresh
model,
batteries every month.
Upgrade.
It's called home protection, Jimmy.
Yeah. Someone breaks in and you just start shooting ones at them. They're like, "All right, I'll leave. Thank you."
Guys, it's the cash.
That'll keep the FedEx guy off our lawn.
Is the cash gun joke tWoTcast for this week?
It might be.
All right,
I think it is.
That's tWoTcast for this week.
All right, wait. Before you finish, on a serious note, if you guys have more questions about JordanCon, jordancon.org obviously answers all of your questions, and then and then some. But
or if you have any comments or questions about JordanCon, leave them below in the comments.
Yeah, and theoretically, someone will just paste the link to jordancon.org.
Yeah, just go to their website, not ours.
Or somebody might sarcastically reply, "Try Google." You can listen to the
right.
audio version of this show wherever you get your podcasts. The tWoTcast theme songs are brought to you by the one and only Taffy Bennington. She's been on this show.
Yeah.
Commenting tonight. And Andrew Labart of Time. Links to all. Yay!
Thank you.
Links to all their stuff is below.
By the way, art show, good one. Good sign up.
Yeah, that is a good sign up. Did we only sign up 2 volunteers the whole episode?
No, I think there's a third one.
No, it was one volunteer twice.
Are you fucking kidding me? The fact that we've signed up any is.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We should advertise
point,
this. Jono.
Jono.
All right, so when we do this next year, we're going to do a volunteer sign up drive. Like the whole episode will be aimed at.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Tom.
I love that idea.
I
That's a
love
good idea.
that.
We should probably do it like a month earlier though. But yeah, it's a
It'll
good
also
idea.
be the worst volunteers you get all year, probably. If they allow
Probably
us.
true.
Yeah, they're probably the worst.
They're probably going
Except for 2 people.
to watch
Honestly,
this drunk, sign up drunk, and then not fulfill their commitment. But
Yeah, probably.
I mean, if we're doing it, I'll sign up right now. I'm actually going to do it.
All right, go ahead. Tom.
Our guest, Jennifer and Jimmy Liang,
Yeah.
founders.
Founders?
I can't remember what it was.
It
I can't
was
remember what we
found in
landed
our
on.
backyard.
Of
Is it-
JordanCon.
It's
They found
King and Queen.
Did you get that sent to you during this show?
No, it's briefly right before. We were talking to them backstage before the show started, and Wendy was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Nice."
How did you not pop that up when we introduced them in the beginning?
I forgot.
He did, you dickhead, when you were gone.
Oh yeah, you were out smoking.
Not in the very beginning.
Well,
no,
of course.
no. Listen, Tom, just.
Guys, do you have anything to plug?
My asshole.
Not you, idiot.
God damn it, John.
Oh, sorry. Wrong people.
Also, I was kidding. Obviously, we've been plugging what they have to plug for the entire hour.
Yeah, just JordanCon, just JordanCon.
Yep, go check out the schedule.
That's
See
all
what you
anyone
want to go
needs
see.
for.
So it says join us next week. I think next week we're going to be on a brief hiatus while we discuss what the fuck we're going to talk about after this.
Yeah, we'll take
I think we're taking a 2-week break.
I was waiting at 8.
maybe a week break. We'll figure it out. Anyway, the point is, most likely you'll see us live at JordanCon.
We won't be here next week, and if we're not here the week after that, we're not dead. It's somewhat planned. We're not totally sure.
That's true. It's somewhat planned is basically the entire impetus of this show.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer and Jimmy. Good night.
Bye, Jennifer. Bye, Jimmy.
Bye.
Good night, Jono.
Good night, Kevin.
Joe, good night.
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
And good night, Tom. Study your math.
All right. I guess that's the end of the show.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.